So why did Senator Ben Pangilinan propose a $180 million bond instead of the governor's $311 million bond?
It's really a function of what can we afford to pay back. Plus, we don't have to raise the debt ceiling limit to 100% so that we have no room should any emergencies occur. You know, the other proposal would have taken us to the edge of the cliff and jump. And we don't know what kind of padding is at the bottom of the cliff, if there's any at all.
Thus, Senator Pangilinan's bond proposal would pay out only $120 million in past due tax refunds, covering tax refunds for all of 2009 and prior, and a little bit of 2010. The governor's proposal would have paid all prior due tax refunds plus refunds for 2011.
What sense would it make for us to pass this and then have to come back because there was a lawsuit filed for the balance of the amounts that are actually owed?
Senator Dueñas says this could result in GovGuam going back to the bond market to borrow the rest of the money owed to taxpayers for 2010.
But the 2010 tax refunds are already in this year's budget, so we should be paying that today.
The governor's office has repeatedly said that GovGuam simply cannot afford to pay out tax refunds today because of the government's cash crunch. Senator Pangilinan says the cash crunch was supposed to have been solved by the governor's supplemental budget that lawmakers passed months ago.
Well, he came in this body, presented a supplemental budget that said, here's what I'm going to collect to support the shortfalls in operations. If you give me this, I can go back to paying the refunds. And so the 2010 refunds, if the governor's correct in that supplemental budget, should be paid to the tune of $7 to $8 million a month now.
Nevertheless, Republican senators still want to hear the governor's bond proposal.
We've went through this entire budget so far with the administration here, and all of a sudden we get to this new plan and we can't have the administration here to explain their numbers and explain also their bond borrowing mechanism. I just think it's unfair to the people. I keep meeting people every day and they say they want to see the administration's perspective. So I think this body needs to do that in order to stay transparent.